Hi, so here it is, the explanation to the secret plan. So that's my formula for endless energy, and I thought I'd better walk you through it because I don't think it makes a lot of sense when you look at it. So, trick number one to having endless energy is to get in front of the game by meditating each day. So the thing that I learned as a result of getting the big scare from the cancer was that if I didn't meditate every day, I was not going to build the core of inner peacefulness that I needed to handle what might be a bit of a sticky end. So find your way to do that, and I'd recommend that a short meditation, 9 to 10 minutes each day, is way better than fitting 1.5 hour meditation in, once a week. So the shorter and the more often, the better. Find your own way. Some people say yoga suits them better, and I'm all for that. If Tai Chi suits you, if walking the dog suits you, whatever the meditative exercise is, hop into that as the first thing. Now, you'll notice that I say as the first thing. The reason behind that is that it's a little bit like exercise. If you don't get it done early in the day, then it's not going to happen, and B, much more than that, it's going to impact on the rest of your day. So once I've done my meditation, then the second thing I do is exercise, and so I've got that next on the list. Now, these two are interchangeable, and in fact, the plan for me is that what I do is I get up in the morning, and the first thing I do is exercise, and the reason behind that is that I'm a big sweater. It takes me ages to cool down, so I can meditate while I'm cooling down, because I can't eat, I can't do anything else, and so I can put the two together. But you do it in whatever way suits you, but those two are the key ingredient. If you're not moving your body, don't expect to have lots of energy. Expect to feel sluggish, to feel slow, and in need of the chocolate or the beer or the whatever. This is one of the secrets. To have more energy, you've got to spend more energy. Once again, the sooner you do it, the better it works, because the longer an impact it has on your day. So when I've done my exercise and then my meditation, remember you can reverse them however you like, then what I do is I grab a pen and paper and I look at my day. Now, quite often my day's already worked out because I've got commitments in other cities or other towns or workshops or that kind of stuff. But what I mean is I plan the little things that I need to get done. Phone calls that have got to happen, people that I've got to speak to, my team that I've got to communicate with, what I want them to be doing while I'm off doing other things, that kind of thing. So planning for me is critically important. Now, you'll know as well as I do, quite often plans don't survive contact with the enemy, but planning itself is an invaluable exercise. So that's why I'm saying it should be done every day as part of a much bigger plan for your life in general. Next thing for me, and once again I do this early in the day, because if I don't get it done early, A, it doesn't happen, and B, it doesn't have the impact on the rest of the day that it could have. So the next thing for me is gratitude. So what you'll see there is that I've got a little diagram saying, okay, so that's gratitude, and the whole purpose there is I spend maybe 4 or 5 minutes just being grateful about my wife, my life, my kids, my business, my awesome clients, the fact that I'm alive and breathing. There's a million things you can express gratitude about, and I've found that if I spend a few minutes doing that as the very next thing in the day, once again, that impacts on the rest of the day. So what you see here is the first 4 things that I do in the day, and the first 4 things that I do in the week, the month, or the year, basically boil down to impacting on the rest of what's left for the day. And I'd rather turn up to work late and be in great condition than turn up to work on time and be in pretty poor condition. Next thing on the list here you'll see is I eat. Now once again, you might move this around depending on what you wake up like, but I don't wake up with the need to eat straight away, so that's why I can go and do all that other stuff. So I've got a fuel diagram there, because really you've got to think about what do you eat, how do you eat it, and when do you eat it. Because what I've found is if I eat carefully, then I have lots of energy. If I eat kind of, just grab whatever I can, then I very quickly run out of energy. So you need fresh, pure, and natural. But I'm going to leave that to you. But what I'm saying is eat carefully, eat mindfully, eat healthily, look after the energy thing. That's critically important. While I'm eating, I'm thinking about the next thing, which is what is going to be my contribution today to me, to my family, to my business, to my community. In what way is the world going to be different because of what I did today? So that's critically important. Think about contribution. Next thing I fit in is recreation. Where is it this week, this year, this month, this day that I'm going to get a few moments to myself to uplift my spirit? Now, For me, that fits into things like, ride my bike, spend time in the garden, do whatever it is. But recreation is a critically important ingredient in revitalisation, renewal, all of those sort of things. So, we need that on an almost hourly basis. So I'm a bit of a fan of the 55-minute hour, meaning work 55 minutes, take 5 minutes outside. And you would have heard me say that I reckon the smokers are better off because, they get 5 minutes off. Obviously they're not better off, they're going to die, but that 5 minutes can really refresh your mind. Next thing for me is, what am I going to learn today? In what way is my mind going to be stimulated to work better? What I've found is that whilst I'm learning, and I do lots of my learning online, so I spend a fortune online buying stuff that I'm learning, which means that I spend time during the day looking at those things or reading them or whatever it is. What that does, it keeps the energy flow in the brain, and I think that that's critically important to a human being's well-being. What all of that leads to, because you'll see the arrows going around and leading to the middle, is to get to the heart of yourself, your life, your existence, and that is, I am love. Now, if I am love, then the question is, how do I express that? Well, basically, I've told you already. So, all of these steps in the process, all around the arrow, leading into the middle, allow me to express myself as I am, because what I've found is if I want to have maximum energy, I've got to be authentically me. And that means expressing the truth of my existence. And that simply means being mindful as I go through the day, being careful, being considerate, and being true to the core of my existence and tuning in to who I really am. Because if I tune into who I really am, what I really am flows out and never run out of energy. I run out of energy when I feed what I am and who I am with chocolate and with beer and fat food and all of that sort of stuff. The more I take care of myself, then the easier it is and the more I get achieved. So there you go, for a 62-year-old performing at a level that's outperforming most 40-year-olds, that's the secret. Go right ahead and use it. In fact, use it for the rest of your life, for a better life. Bye-bye.